Hey everyone, welcome back to another video here at Justin's Fish Room. Today's video is going to be kind of like a part 2 from the Amazon tank aquascaping video that I did. I was in two minds about keeping it minimalistic or whether we wanted to add some plants or things. So I've got a heap of recommendations and suggestions from you guys, which I'm happy to honor here on the channel as you guys make it all happen. So you guys are definitely included in the decisions that are made. So we're going to go today and collect some more botanicals, and we're going to add some plants to that tank, so hang tight. Alright, so lucky for me, we had a bunch of branches that my dad cut down. So these are the callistemon branches that I was telling you guys about and that I put in the tank. So you can see there's a really nice one. They still have their little gum nuts, callistemon nuts on them. There we go. And those are pretty cool for keeping in an aquarium as well. So yeah, this branch will be really cool to use. We'll just use the end bits, which still have little nuts on them, and yeah, so we'll just increase the number of sticks in the tank. Alright, so I'm thinking the center pieces here are really good, so I'm just going to snap those off. Ugh. So then we get pieces like that I can stand up into the soil. So I'll get a few more of those. Might get one thicker branch, something like that. That might look cool too. And I might get one more piece to go in. Maybe this piece here. Oh, stuff is pretty hard to break for some reason. It is dry. I wouldn't put a wet branch in there. Maybe I should choose a different one. Yeah, this one will look good too. So let's see. Alright, so there we have it, our 3 branches, so one small and 2 big, and I reckon they're perfect for putting in the tank, so let's go put them in now. Alrighty, so for those of you who haven't seen this tank already, we have a breeding trio of adult GBRs in here. Our albino Cory catfish, and you can see there's an Otocinclus catfish. The otters are kind of in here as well, so there's a few of them on the floor here. Oh, there's 3 of them. Yep. And then we have a 4th one because I don't know if you guys saw in the last video, but I only had 3 and found a 4th one in the aquarium, so that was pretty cool. So this tank's looking really cool. I have some like rocks randomly put everywhere. The big rock, we have those sticks there, the really cool rock background, and we have some banana fronds that have kind of started to go all mushy, which is great because that feeds the peppermint bristlenose plecos that we have in here. But yeah, so, and as you can see, we also have a lonely cardinal tetra. He's a very old tetra because he outlived everyone else, but he will eventually go with another school of cardinal tetras in this tank once I find them in my area. And yeah, so now let's go ahead and put the sticks in that I've just washed. I think we're going to put them all in this area, maybe a few more here, just to fill in this area here. Alright, so I've turned off all of the other tank lights just so there's not as much glare as there was last time. I am going to have the main light on just so you can see me while I do this because it is quite dark in here. But I'm just going to put this Alright, so we actually need that many, or as many as I thought, and it's actually looking really cool. So the person who suggested putting more sticks in, you know who you are. Thank you so much, that was a great suggestion and it looks amazing. I'm going to go ahead and turn off the main light and show you what it looks like so far. Alright, so you can see how those sticks look really cool. It kind of looks like mangrove roots or something going into the soil, into the water. So it's quite dark on this side, which is what I like, but there's still sticks at the back there that the fish can go to. And what I like about this is eventually when we do get more cardinal tetras, it'll be cool to see them schooling in here and have our GBRs kind of swimming around when there's a few more dither fish in the aquarium. So let's go ahead and find some botanicals to put into the water. Alright, so I've got my sunnies, I've got my packet, and we're gonna go and have a look at the property around here. So I'm gonna go down the side of the house and we're gonna see if we can see any really cool eucalyptus leaves that we can boil and put in there. Eucalyptus leaves will look really good in that aquarium, just because they are a different shape, they're different color to what we've got in there. And then we're gonna see if we can find anything else that would be pretty cool, like some seed pods or something. So let's go ahead. Alright, so I've got a lot of eucalyptus leaves everywhere, so that's not going to be an issue. I might get those on the way back. And there's heaps of redwood from trees that have fallen down that the council has cut into pieces. So I might do that as well. But as you can see, there are heaps of beautiful eucalyptus leaves that have fallen off the branches, and those are going to look so good once they've been boiled and they're sitting at the bottom of the aquarium. But yeah, so we're going to go ahead and collect a heap of these, but I also want to get some more mulberry leaves and see if we can see any seed pods and stuff like that as well. So I've actually just spotted some old, I think they're butterfly vine leaves that have actually had fungus come and consume all of the like fleshy part of the leaf and left this beautiful skeleton. And I might actually get some of these, boil them up and use them as well, because there's just heaps of them around here. So there's my bunch of them. I'm just going to do a few. Let's do that and we'll go and look for some seed pods now. Look at the little mushrooms. It's actually one thing I really like about coming into the forest is you see so many really cool things. And one thing is for sure, I'm a big fan of all different types of fungi. There's so many different types, especially in Australia. If you go into the rainforest, you know, every turn around every corner you see a new type, a new color of fungi. So that was a really cool find. But just next to that, we have these rainforest tree nuts, I guess. So these come from a really tall rainforest species that has a blue fruit. It's bright blue. And bats and things do demolish these things, so I will have to wash my hands pretty well after I handle these, but I think I'm going to get a few of them because there's just hundreds and hundreds, if not thousands of them around here, and we'll boil them and scrub them and we'll include them into the Amazon setup. Alright, so here we found some flame tree seeds, and these are going to be really cool looking in the aquarium, and as you can see around it there's this fine callistemon leaf, dried leaves, and I'm actually going to take a few handfuls of that as well, because it'd be cool to have a bit of variety in the leaves, especially in the sizes. Alright, so I've got all of our leaves here in our seed pods, and I'm just going to put them all into this big crock pot, and we're going to put some boiling water on top and put it on the stove for probably about 15 minutes just to make sure that any fungi or anything like that is gone. But we've got some really cool looking leaves and things. I'm really excited to put these in the aquarium. So let's get this done. Alrighty, so now while that's boiling, I'm going to go ahead and select out some plants for this tank as suggested by you guys. So I'm going to go ahead and get some Amazon sword and maybe a Java fern, and we'll put it in. Alright, so I've got some really basic plants, so plants that are just snippets from what I have in the community tank, just to see if they do well in this tank. It's very low light, so the Java fern should be fine. I'm going to put the Amazon swords, which I've got 2 of them, in the brightest part of the tank. So I'll put them in and see how it goes. Alright, so as you can see, the fish tank looks absolutely amazing. We put the Java fern just in there. We've stirred up the water quite a bit, but that's okay. And we put the 2 sword plants here in the middle of the tank. where they kind of get really good amounts of this nutrient-rich soil, but also some light as well. And then you can see our branches, increasing the number of branches we had, also looks just so cool. But yeah, so now all there is left to do is to go get some more leaves, and yeah, I think it's going to be really, really awesome. And so far, thanks to those people who have suggested those things that we've done already, and let me know what you think of the outcome in the comments down below. Alrighty, so as you can see, the tank's looking just pristine. It's looking awesome. I've got my pot full of oiled leaves and seed pods, and I'm going to go ahead and quickly put them in, fiddle around, see what looks good, and then I'll show you what it looks like at the end. Alright, so some of it has sunk down to the bottom, but some of it is going to be floating probably for another few days, and it'll start sinking. But to be honest, I'm very, very happy with the result. I'll show you in a sec what everything looks like. Some of the seed pods have obviously sunk already because they're like stones, they just sink to the bottom, but those black seed pods are still floating, so they will eventually sink. But it just looks so natural and so cool. So again, thank you to all the people who have watched the previous video and have commented their suggestions. It's always great to have that kind of community aspect to this channel where we can all have a say in what happens in the fish room, and I always appreciate having a discussion with you guys in the comment section. It's really cool to get to know you guys and to see you comment regularly. But I'll quickly go and show you what this looks like with the lights off. And yeah, I think you guys will be very impressed. Alright, so here you can see an absolute mass of dead leaves, our 2 sword plants, Java fern at the back, and all of our sticks. You can see a seed pod is just slowly making its way down. We have some of those really cool rainforest seeds. There's also one there and one here. They look really cool. And what's going to happen, just get to focus, what's going to happen over time is this is all going to start to decompose and it'll start flattening out. I don't want to flatten it out yet, I just want that to happen naturally. And all of this stuff on the surface will also start to slowly sink, and this will become fertilizer for the plants. So I will eventually get some more plants for this. I've got a feeling these Amazon swords are probably going to proliferate a little bit. Maybe have a few babies soon. But yeah, I'm actually overall very, very happy with this tank, and it's all thanks to you guys for this happening. So you can see the GBRs in the back there really liking their new leaves. I wonder if they can actually spawn on a leaf rather than a pebble this time. I just love the look of those seed pods in here, they're really cool. Alright everyone, thank you so much for watching today's video. As always, happy fish keeping, and I will see you in the next one. Cheers everyone.